it seems like neither Israel nor the United States have claimed that tonight they have struck. Both countries have come out specifically and said the strikes and explosions in the southern coast of Iran are not us. We didn't do that. That leaves only one other possible candidate, the Persian Gulf countries. We largely believe that Kuwait, Bahrain, and the United Arab Emirates have conducted attacks tonight on the southern coast of the Islamic Republic. Neither Israel or US, again, I repeat, have confirmed that they have attacked tonight. They specifically stated that they have not. These statements from both countries came only an hour after Trump and Netanyahu had a phone call tonight, as well as some other strikes. We have a targeted assassination in the city of Ahvaz in the southern coast of Iran on a high-level senior official in the Islamic Republic. And we can show you the aftermath of these strikes of tonight from the various videos that we've gathered. On the other end, in the Strait of Hormuz, the IRGC has once again said that we control the flow of traffic, no one else, and the strait is closed to all ships that are going to go in any other route. The US has come out again, CENTCOM, and refuted this claim. However, the flow of traffic in the Strait of Hormuz has halted down to a mere 5 ships. This is not looking so good for the United States at the moment in terms of oil flow. We also have all of the clips compiled together of what Trump was saying in the NATO summit yesterday. So we can go through those at a later point and judge his tone and see how much patience he's lost. So let's begin with the most pressing piece of news, which is happening as we speak in Mashhad, in the northeast of Iran, where the MEK, the Mujahideen, communist terrorists, have conducted out a terror attack. And we can see this here. So I'm going to bring you guys to the part of the video where you can hear the broadcast. So guys, take a close listen to this. Can you hear what he's saying?
لعنت بر خامنه‌ای درود لعنت بر خامنه‌ای درود بر رجوی.
Yes. Yes, they're saying curse to Khamenei, hail Rajavi. Rajavi is the leader of the MEK terrorist organization and responsible for the attacks conducted tonight. I can't show you the aftermath of the attacks because they will remove us off of YouTube. They are quite graphic images of the IRGC officers slain on the street with multiple people taking pictures. You can imagine the rest. But there are strikes tonight, guys. So again, strikes were confirmed tonight. They just weren't by the US or Israel. And no other country has officially taken responsibility for these strikes on the southern coast of Iran, which leaves, again, only one candidate. So let's go down into it. And let's start with Bushehr. Bushehr was hit pretty much nonstop until a few hours ago. Then there was a pause. During that pause, the US and Israel did state that they have finished their attacks. But then we can see that the attacks picked up once again. This is not the US and Israel. If we go with what common sense dictates, and it does happen to be Kuwait, Bahrain, which largely a lot of analysts are saying that these explosions were not caused by airstrikes, they were caused by artillery strikes, then we can see that the Persian Gulf Arab countries, some of them, have thrown in their lot. They have cast their die and have committed to the bit to have the Islamic Republic fall. So far, we have not seen them openly strike like this. The United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia conducted some limited strikes during the 40-day war, but nothing of the sort like right now. This leads me to largely believe that some sort of big decision has been made. And if we go back to last week, where I told you guys that there was a conference in Manama in Bahrain, we saw that the result of this conference was laid bare this week. Here you can see CENTCOM Commander Brad Cooper meeting with the leaders of the Persian Gulf Arab countries and other Arab countries in the Middle East. 1 week later, we have Kuwait and Bahrain and United Arab Emirates and a lot of other Arab countries on board. Syria, which is largely a proxy of Turkey, has been acting quite well against the IRGC so far to the extent that it can. Given that the F-35s are going to Turkey, confirmed by Trump, we can probably conclude that in return, Syria is going to be barring or acting against the IRGC in a more forceful manner, as well as Turkey. Something must have been promised to Donald Trump for him to have given these F-35s over to Erdogan, the president of Turkey. Things are shaking up in the Middle East, and as I just stated, we had a phone call between Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu. So if we go over to Israel here, we can see this report. So they not only called yesterday, they also called tonight. So it seems like Israel is fully coordinated and on board on all of the strikes that are happening. Right after this phone call, Bibi Netanyahu went ahead and made a speech. And his speech is this. He came out and made an extensive speech saying that the Islamic Republic is not over yet. We have not finished them. There is more to come. We have done this. Israel has done that. We are going to continue to be leaders in the Middle East, etc., etc. But also, most importantly, he is going to add a whopping 350 billion shekels to the defense budget of Israel in the next 10 years. He is going to also create an entire new weapons and military industry in Israel, as well as their own in-house made weapons and munitions, and new creations of new brigades in the Israeli IDF. This largely makes me believe that Israel is preparing for a big conflict, potentially with Turkey or other Arab countries in the Middle East in the years to come. There's a lot of shakeups that has happened this evening, and those are largely the biggest pieces of news. Let's go back to Mashhad, where we can talk about the MEK. So, Armin, what are the MEK for anyone who doesn't know?
The MEK is a Marxist Islamic cult that is hated by the Iranian people more than even the Islamic Republic. They are at war. The MEK is at war with the Islamic Republic, but they're more at war with the Pahlavi than they are at war with the Islamic Republic. It's a very dangerous, bizarre, death cult that is a combination of the worst ideas in the world of both Islam and communism. And they have in the past couple of years, they have tried to put on a mask by acting like a pro-democracy, pro-freedom group in the West. And many American politicians, unfortunately, many Republican politicians have fell for it. I mean, they didn't fell for it. They got bought out by them. They spend a lot of money buying American politicians on the right, Republican politicians, and they have managed to become very influential in Washington, D.C. It's interesting because they are a Marxist cult, but they're Republican politicians. There are some Republican politicians who support them because of the money that they get paid by them, even though they're Marxist and Islamic. But the Iranian people hate them for many different reasons, including a lot of mass killing of Iranian civilians, and also in the Iran-Iraq war, they supported Iraq and they fought alongside Saddam against the Iranian people. And those are some of many of their unforgivable crimes against the Iranian people, which makes the Iranian people hate them with passion.
Correct, absolutely correct. And they have conducted a terrorist attack against the IRGC. So terrorists conducting an attack on other terrorists. So far, we have confirmation that at least 3 Basij, these are IRGC suppression forces, the same ones that in January murdered the Iranian people. 3 of them so far have been declared eliminated, with various images and videos of that, which I, again, can't show. but they are still at large. It doesn't seem to be reported that these MEK attackers were shot or arrested. What ended up happening was that they were parading around Khamenei's coffin. They were bringing him to the shrine where there's going to be a private ceremony for the Khamenei family and the top officials. Ghalibaf's there, Ece's there, Pezeshkian's there. Everyone important is here. And then you suddenly hear broadcasts in the street of death to Khamenei, curses upon Khamenei, and hail Rajavi, the leader of the MEK. Subsequently, afterwards, gunfire rang out for a very long time, so multiple clashes. Again, I'm assuming the casualties are going to be much higher, but several MEK members were wearing military fatigues of the Iranian military and had weapons and were blending in. They then began opening fire and have eliminated multiple people so far. I don't know if there are any civilian casualties, but that is all the information available at the moment. Security has been tightened in the city of Mashhad to the extreme extent, the maximum event that it possibly can be. And all the senior leaders of the Islamic Republic are currently holed up in various buildings and safe houses until the threat is over.
My name is Armin Navabi. I'm an Iranian political analyst with decades of experience fighting the Islamic regime inside and outside of Iran. Make sure you follow me for more, and also make sure you join our discussion group. I'm there almost every single day. Come talk to me there and the rest of the people there in our group calls. It's a great place to meet and talk to people who like talking about politics. The link is in the description and or in the bio. You could also get there by scanning the QR code on the screen. See you there.